when they're hiring people in workplace to manage and master those soft skills, and maybe spotting more light and educating people how it's important to to take care of your soft skills or carrying them as an employee, as much as you carrying your educational background too.
Thank you, Dr. Aziza. Dr. Heba, you are part of the education sector. So do you have any different view what Aziza said?
Actually, I want to follow up on what Dr. Adiya said, because yes, I totally agree with her. And the soft skills and the emphasis on soft skills is now more than ever. And in that, I think it's our responsibilities as educators to make sure that first of all, the young generation, the students themselves, are interested and learning about these soft skills and equipped with these soft skills. Everything is changing. All the disciplines probably that we used to know or we hear about in education are
Yes, Dr. Heba, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Thank you, Dr. Heba, for your point. Ms. Al-Anud Al-Issa, would you like to add?
I think something that we already added in the first question, that the technology.
Right.
That we said the technology is destroying job as automation. So as they said, technology is killing jobs. So only technology can save them. So I think, as I said before, that link between the software and technology can help us to improve and then it's done the work through technology. So education should be explored the capabilities of today's technology.
Thank you so much. And Ms. Johora? Ms. Johora is here. Johora, would you like to add through your experience? Johora, can you hear us? Johora, can you hear us? Okay, so now going to question number 3. I think number 3, you all can contribute. If you imagine, like, the creatively and innovative way, what can you come up with as the ways we should reimagine the schools and education more broadly? And what is happening during the COVID-19 pandemic and, the schooling, we all went through the virtual education, just forcefully or something. So how we can imagine the future of education? Dr. Heba?
Okay, so I think I want to look at this question from a point of view of globalization. We live in a globalized world, and everything around us must address that. Going from the classrooms itself, and now we have visual classrooms, visual meetings. Everything is distance. Everything changing. This, of course, we did this because of COVID, right? However, I think we need to take advantage of that to an extent, and because so many things that we did not do before, maybe now it's possible, or even if it was possible before, maybe now it's even cheaper. Before, if you want to bring people together to a meeting, you probably sometimes you have to pay for them, and they have to travel long distance and so on. Everything now, this is changing now, and people are more acceptable of the visual world, if you may say. And so in that, I think even our education and our degrees must also be globalized in the sense that you can't expect a math person to only know mathematics, or an economist to only know about economy. As we reflect a while ago about soft skills and probably interdisciplinary degrees or skills that we expect people to really, the future is not like the skill that you need in the future is not what we had before and what we needed to have before. And so in that, this probably will open even more opportunities for people who probably were not fortunate enough a while ago to be educated in a certain country, because now they probably can get a degree even if they did not go to that country, right? This is, although it's happening, whether we like it or not, I think we need to take advantage of that and use it as an opportunity to take advantage, to probably educate more people and educate them for the future that it's that we're going to face, inshallah, soon.
Thank you, Dr. Heba. So what you are saying, the education is not bounded by one country. The globalization will have a huge impact in future education.
Not by country, not by discipline, not by
Gender,
degrees.
yes.
And not, of course, by gender.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Heba. Now, those who are undergraduate students, what you feel like, Ms. Heba?
Yes. I guess in such circumstances of COVID-19 and the turbulent environment that we're going through, just recapping on my first answer, that the educational systems around the world can effectively help mitigating these foreseeable threats, and learning from the COVID-19 pandemic. I guess that we all know and have realized that computer skills have proven to be a necessity for business survival and job saving in general. And that it has also altered the education delivery means. So instead of going to regular classes, now we're using Zoom or Google Meet to do so. And just to conclude that without strong technology backbone and computer skills we have as students and doctors, the education would have halted a long time ago.
Okay, thank you very much. Do you feel like there will be a physical campus? I will ask the one, Dr. Aziza. Do you feel like there will be a physical campus in future education, or everything will be virtual, or some combination, or how would you reimagine on that?
Yeah, I'm gonna share my answer as a parent before being educators. I would like really the government taking this opportunity of what happened in the coronavirus pandemic, and trying to think in the future to have those combination of physical classes and online learning. For example, like my kids used to be in American school, and I was telling all the moms and workers around me, they have a previous experience of expanding or having some areas or classes that taken online. So this kind of a transition. It's facilitating the whole process right now with the kids. So can you imagine in the future if we have this kind of combination, how it's going to be easier for our kids, or learners at different ages, and it's always speaking the language of the whole entire world. So I would like to see that one. I would like also to see some of the decentralization in our educational system and kind of more independency in our entities, educational entities in Saudi Arabia. So we all belong, or we are under one umbrella, but we still have our identity, our own method of developing our curriculum and designing our school system within the general policy, of course, but you still have your identity, your way of designing your area. So this is one of the concerns or things I would like to see.
Thank you, Dr. Aziza. Ms. Johora Al-Sheikh.
Yes, hi, hello, doctor. Sorry, I had a problem, internet connection problem.
We all had a problem with the internet.
Yeah,
You're not alone.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, I would like to add one more point here that I believe it's going to give more opportunity to others and even the employees to have also time to continue their and pursue their higher education degrees while working within their work place or even their businesses, since everything is going to be more virtually, so it's going to be much easier. However, I believe with this situation and after COVID-19, everyone now realize that they need to have a good and well background in using these technicals, softwares, and to how solve problems. Imagine I'm trying to enter this meeting for 40 minutes. I'm trying to join Zoom and I try to learn how to get over the difficulties of these technical issues. So I believe everyone should try to develop themselves in terms of their technical background, as well as it's gonna give broad opportunities to others to pursue their education. However, I believe that face-to-face education would still be there and effective, especially for the practical courses. I believe even for a social, maybe social treats development, it won't be there if we don't interact with and communicate with each other. We're gonna lose this part of ourselves and the communication. So I believe it's good for your health and mental stability is to have and go to the uni and see each other. However, it's going to give others who had never got the opportunity to pursue their education due to other circumstances, a chances with the virtual learning.
Thank you, Johara. You made a lot of good points, like, the human-centric, the health and well-being issues. And yeah, we may expect some courses in future might be like, face-to-face and so on. Ms. Rawan, would you like to? Rawan?
Sorry, doctor, I can't hear you.
Yes.
Did you say my name?
Yes, yes. Would you like to say something on how the future education will be?
Yes, yes. So I think, doctor, there is a silver lining for all of this thing that is happening in the past few months. Now you can learn a lot of things in a very short time, and education is more accessible to everyone. For example, during the quarantine, a lot of people have developed themselves in many courses and a workshop they couldn't do in the regular days in our regular lifestyle. So
Yes, Rawan, we think we lost you. Yeah.
yeah. So sorry.
Your connection was being lost.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Yeah.
So did you hear what I said, or
Yeah,
should I repeat?
No. It's fine. Like you made your point. Like
but my only concern is for the younger generation that were now like with the studying from home, staying at home the whole time. I think it's in a way. So if this thing will still last for highly affect their social skills. So this is my only concern.
No, I think few of you made this point, the value proposition, like, the human touch and this, and the technology is becoming more friend than the human friends. So it might affect. But yeah, this is how the future education will be. Thank you for your contribution. The last question, I think it is very related to our today's discussion about the gender equality in Saudi Arabia, the women empowerment. And as I mentioned in my opening statement, it's a huge transformations are happening, and you all will share that point. So how would you like to express your views about how the Vision 2030 is linked with the women in education and employment in Saudi Arabia? Dr. Heba, we will start with you.
Okay, so I think as we all might agree on the heart of the vision 2030 is that to make economics driven by education, meaning we educate people that can support the economic field, and in that, of course, we want the vision wants Saudi Arabia to be not dependent on the oil as its main source of income, but look at other opportunities also. And so in that, as you might agree with me, and as you shared with us, Dr. Muhammad, at the beginning, lots of opportunities have been available for female in Saudi Arabia that probably this wasn't the case a few years ago. If we're talking about disciplines, if we're talking about certain jobs or even benefits that females can get, this is all now different. It started a few years ago, but now it's more apparent. If we're talking about the legal fields or the security fields, or the artificial intelligence or the IT, all these disciplines where probably the female contribution was somehow limited in the past. Now you see them coming, especially Saudi females coming to these disciplines, and they're actually exceeding even male in that areas. And so this is great. This is really, really great. However, females still have challenges that different than males, and this we have to face that because we need to deal with it. We can't just say a female like a male. She has obligations, probably she has other responsibilities that she can't just abandon. And so as a society, we need to make sure that we address these challenges that the female are facing, to make sure that they can contribute to the vision and the society equally as male, but at the same time, we address the special needs, because otherwise we're gonna create other problems. And we saw that probably in some other societies where if you don't consider females and you don't consider the other circumstances or other needs that they need to take care of, and some of them are mothers, some of them, they're not like equally like probably physically strong as like men. So you can't say that every single discipline will be available for both, and we have to address that issue then and see how can you give them the opportunity considering these challenges.
Thank you so much, Dr. Heba. I agree with you. Huge transformations are happening, and Saudi women's participation in the labor force also increasing significantly. As I said earlier, around 26% compared to 21% in a couple of years back. Dr. Aziza, from from your reflection,
Completely.
yeah, what do you think,
I agree with
about the opportunities?
I completely agree with Dr. Heba. I think, yeah, the Saudi vision anticipated that the country economy will provide opportunities for everyone, men and women, young and old, so they all contribute to the best of their abilities. And they emphasize on the role of Saudi women. And with over 50% of our university graduates being female, we know that the country is trying to develop their talents, invest in their productive capabilities, and enable them to strengthen the future and contribute to the development of the Saudi society and economy also. And also, you know, right now, as Dr. Heba said, you know, we found female as ambassadors, government persons, general managers, directors in large entities. So this is an evidence that their voices are now being heard widely and clearly across the world. One may be the concerns that we have that the Saudi Vision 2030 can be achieved by providing more opportunities for female. Today, in the female population in Saudi Arabia makes close to 50%. Okay, only 20% of those women are in the workforce. So women in Saudi Arabia tend to hold more also higher education degrees, and there is a room to use their talents and, you know, expertise in the workplace. So I'm hoping that, you know, all educational institutions here in Saudi Arabia, especially the Ministry of Human Resources and Social Development, can do their part and their efforts in trying to closing the gap in working between male and female, since we are all knowing that we have a qualified women. So yeah, that's what I think about, you know, as a contribution for this question. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Aziza. And as you know, according to the World Economic Forum, it will take 108 years to reduce the gender equality gap and the gender gap. And with the transformation of Saudi Arabia and the progress, it will take lot lesser years for Saudi than the global average, which is around 108 years. And
but I'm so happy that we're bringing right now, you know, we're spotting the light on these issues and we bring it to the table and talk about it. And I mean, this is a very important step, at least towards, you know, solving this, let's say, global issue, other than being a Saudi one.
Thank you so much, Dr. Heba and Dr. Aziza, for your great thought. Ms. Al-Anud Alisa,
Yes,
how do you see
following
that prospect and future, the women empowerment and the education and employment in Saudi?
I think many Saudi women were previously restricted to work in certain fields, such as nursing and teaching, but that were in the past. They were limited because they were limited training opportunity for the women. So the lack of skills make it hard the ability to obtain competitive employment. However, over recent years, more programs have been established. Also, the government have focused on the education, even the online education or hybrid technical training, and along with the course, with the interest and experience of the citizen. To women, and even in remote region, to allow them to access the learning material without commuting long distance to training center, such as Durub and much more programs. So I think the Saudi women in the last years witnessing an exceptional phase represented in her action to serve the society. Many women in Saudi Arabia are known as a leader filling position in the university, ministries, and institution. So I think we are doing better than before.
Thank you so much, Salah Nudalisa, and I would like to share recently, this year, the Saudi Arabia ranked the world's best country for women in 2020. And globally, Sweden ranked the best country for women as per the CEO magazine in 2020. So there is a great opportunity, as you all mentioned. I will ask from Al-Johra Al-Sheikh. So
Yes, hello, doctor. Yeah, I totally agree with what they all have said. And I believe that the most important point is that we know that there is a problem or an issue, and we have to, the starting point is to understand that there is an issue, and we have to see and read what are its effect and its consequences, what are the reason behind this issue. And I believe it's a worldwide issue that none of, I believe, of the countries had totally 100% reach the equality between women and men. However, I believe in the past 5 years or maybe 10 years, there has been a huge move towards the equality, and the margin has been decreased. And as you can see, there are many women who are leading companies, and even large companies and banks, such as Lubna Al-Alayan. She's the CEO now of even the SAB and Al-Awwal Bank, as well as the Al-Alayan Group, and others women who have proved that the skills are the most important thing and point, and the education is the most important feature of being a leader, rather than the gender, whether she's whether the person is female or male. However, I believe, as what Dr. Hiba said, that there is some differences that we cannot ignore, such as the physical ability, differences between women and female, and some other social responsibilities that the women tend to have more regarding raising their kids and others. So I believe the most important thing that we are now moving towards achieving at least part of gender equality, and hopefully in future things would be better. And alhamdulillah, with the Saudi Vision 2030, I believe more opportunities have been given to women, and now we can see that a lot of women are having high positions in the firms, and also in the within the public sector as well.
Thank you, Zohra, and thank you for reiterating the point of Dr. Hiba said. And relatedly, I'd like to share with you, like as you know, as per the Vision 2030, and then the National Transformation Program 2020. And last year they published a report on the development, what happened last 3 years for the National Transformation Program. And one of the challenges they addressed, and it's not the challenge in Saudi case, it's a global challenge, but it's a significant in a way. They are taking the challenges with their strategic objective in their plan. For example, developing the enablement of women's work support, transportation, nurseries, and attractive work environment. And I think they have an Arabic platform, the Quora or e-Quora or something. So yes, these are the things, the challenges are being identified, and the National Transformation Program to achieve the Vision 2030, I think the entity is working on that. Now, from the different perspective, from Maha, would you like to share your thought on that?
Yes, well, okay, so I want to focus on the fact that with these opportunities, with the Saudi 2030 vision, comes the opportunity of diversity. We as a society are as good as our education. The more educated we are, the better we perform. And women play an important and equal role in shaping a society, our society. And the time has come to provide them with the right amount of opportunity to expand their knowledge and performance. We all have a right, or better yet, we all want to work to serve our community or the world. We all desire to give back. So women should be given the chance to do so. And Saudi's 2030s vision is one of the crucial economical movements that offer such opportunities with equal employment.
Thank you very much, Ms. Mahan.
You're most welcome.
Now, from the student perspective, Rima, how do you see as a young student, you will be in the market, but how you see the opportunities for you all, those who are in the university education and doing degree and so on?
Well, I cannot lie. It's kind of nervous, especially coming at the end of this. But we're very excited to be part of the future and to have with you guys the helping hand to decide what's going to happen in the future and to have a voice in it. So this is a very privileged time to be in, because we're active. We have the opportunities. Everyone is taking our voice into consideration. So we're very thankful with that.
Thank you, Rima, for your thought. Now, Seba, would you like to share your?
Yes, I really agree with Ms. Maha's point, and I would like to elaborate on that. As a young Saudi female student, I always cite one of the 5 main pillars in the Saudi Vision 2030, which is learning for working. And that is a very effective approach to empowering women in the workplace through education. So when we couple this with the women empowerment and giving women more chances and all of that initiative, the picture becomes very clear, and women are being given the opportunity to excel through like futuristic work and all of this work that is relevant to today's education. So I think women are being way more empowered with the Vision 2030.
Thank you.
And if I may add, seeing how women take bigger roles recently is very encouraging to us, because it shows that all of our hard work, our dedication can actually be recognized and be visually seen in the near future.
Thank you, Rima, for adding the point. Rawan, would you like to add something? How you see the opportunities with the Vision 2030 for the women?
Actually, Doctor, I think there is like it was mentioned before, there is a lot of opportunity now, more than before. And I think there will be more, because I read in the news a few days ago that now they want to like make the leadership jobs. They wanted to do like 75, I think, percent to go to the Saudi people. So this will open more opportunity also for the females, I think, which is a good news. But the thing that is still an issue for me, it is the gap in wages between the females and males. So you see 2 people working the same job, but there is a gap in the wages. I really hope that they look into this in the future.
Yeah, I think Dr. Heba can address that point. I think the gender, what I said, the gender pay gap is globally there. And again, the challenges are when more leaders in the managerial position in the business or in the company, and now most of you address that point. Like, many women are coming to the senior positions in Saudi big companies, and it's a great movement. So it's creating huge opportunities. But yeah, there are some challenges, and this is a global challenge. And so, but I think there was a report about the gender pay gap. It was it was decreasing. Every year it was globally around 273,000 participants participated there. And based on the last year, the gender pay gap here is lower than other Gulf countries and the Middle Eastern countries. So that's why the statistics showed, like, as I shared with you, Saudi Arabia is the best place for women in the Arab countries. So yes, Dr. Heba, would you like to address that point? Dr. Heba?
Yes, Dr. Muhammad. I think we've came a long way, to be honest, either in Saudi Arabia or in the rest of the world. And we need to, I think, celebrate that and be happy with that and continue. Yeah, we need lots of things need to be done, and probably will be done. And I think we're going in the right track. So just have to, do the right thing and move on. I think, yeah, it's not going to happen within one day. This is just not not what's going to happen. So, but again, I think we are going in the right path. So we just continue with that.
Yes, I agree with you, Dr. Heba. And the Finland Prime Minister, she was in the World Economic Forum, and she said we all have to work together. So it's not an individual's responsibility or so on. So we all need to work together. Again, we cannot look into future. We have to go back. It's not everything will come our own way. There are a lot of challenges, like global challenges and so on. But yeah, the way things are progressing, which is very hopeful. And as per the Vision 2030, it was mentioned the women are great asset for Saudi Arabia, so which is a great statement in terms of the opportunities and for the thriving economy. Before I conclude, anybody would like to share any comments or thoughts? And I think I'm really honored to be part of that. I'm a great believer of the, the Vision 2030 and the women empowerment in Saudi Arabia. So, although I'm man, but I feel really honored to be part of this discussion, to hear all of your great thoughts, and at least to see, like, all of your reflection, because you all from different industries, different companies. Some of them are university students. So I feel really honored to be part of this. Before I conclude, anybody would like to share any thoughts or anything? Anyone?
I would just like to say thank you. Thank you for including us to be a part of this, because it's a huge privilege, and it makes us very excited for the future and how everything is going to be.
It's the beginning and
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
beginning.
We are excited about the future.
Agree. Yes, very excited.
And that's we're building a base for the future, and we're building that for all the children and everyone who is thriving to graduate, work for university, and then finally find a job. And for ladies, I think up until then, the conditions and work all in all would be greater, and they would have very much better opportunities with all of what we're doing in the Vision 2030 and all the equality.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Noor Nabi, and everyone for this great opportunity and for the enjoyable discussion that has enhanced our, how can I say it? So hopefully, inshallah, the future is going to be better for everyone. And this is just the beginning, inshallah.
Thank you so very much. Great afternoon to you all again. I would like to thank you all again. and my appreciation to all of you for your great thoughts and reflection. Thank you and have a lovely afternoon. Before you all go, can you please open your cam? I'll take a picture, a selfie. We'll send that picture to the UNESCO, you know. So please, all of you, just if you can, open the cam, and Seba or Reem, if you can take a picture, please. Uh, Rawan, you there, Rawan? Johara?
Yes, doctor. I believe I have a problem with my cam, so
Okay, no problem.
yeah.
Rawan, Maha?
Me too. I think there is a small technical issue.
Okay.
Okay.
Shall I take shall I capture the screen now?
Yes, take 2 or 3. Both you and Rima.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I did. Took 2 already.
Thank you so much. Thank you all. Have a very good afternoon.
Thank you so much. You too.
Assalamu alaikum to you all.
Wa
Alaikum
alaikum
salam.
assalam.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all. Bye.